Last year, this time, Australia was grappling with raging bushfires. The region was parched, craving rainfall. Exactly a year later, Australians got what they wished for and more. The country is dealing with its worst floods in decades. Our next report tells you more about how Australia went from one extreme weather event to another.
The year was 2020. Bushfires swept across the state of New South Wales in Australia, burning for days with no end in sight. Exactly a year later, the same Australian state is underwater.
Some communities who were battered by the bushfires are now being battered by the floods, and deep drought prior to that. And I don't know any time in our state's history when we've had these extreme weather conditions in such quick succession in the middle of a pandemic.
Submerged intersections, thousands stranded, and marooned livestock. Australia is dealing with a 1 in 100 year flooding. Life-threatening floods have washed away homes, with fresh rainfall inundating the coast.
This has been a very significant flood event for New South Wales. I've been a flood forecaster in the Bureau for 20 years, and this is probably the worst flooding that I've experienced and I've had to forecast.
The situation is unprecedented. Thousands have been asked to evacuate. Hundreds of schools remain shuttered. Over 8 million residents have been asked to stay home. And 38 regions in New South Wales are now disaster zones. Unrelenting rain has left many animals dead or stranded. Images from hard-hit areas showed the floodwaters consuming rows of houses.
It was going apart, like when you live on the river, they'll go as fast as what the ski boats go and some of the race boats. I've never seen it. And as soon as it broke the banks, it was like a torrent.
Just over 12 months ago, the region was parched, witnessing a prolonged drought and raging bushfires, while Prime Minister Scott Morrison said that the country was being tested yet again. Scientists have warned Australia can expect more extreme weather events. A result of climate change, Australia is yet to begin its first major public phase of vaccination. The floods are now likely to delay the vaccine rollout. More and more weather warnings have been issued, but the situation is not likely to get any better, with heavy rain predicted for the next 3 days. Bureau Report, WION. World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.